pump is putting fluids in this. What is that, transmission fluid?
Yep.
So that must mean you're getting close to starting, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty much ready. It's got oil in it. Power steering system's already been bled, hooked up. Transfer case is full of oil. All the differentials are full of oil. Fill the transmission and put coolant in it. It's got a couple wiring things to do. I gotta attach the starter wire and let's do a couple of ignition wires under the dash. It's ready for fire up.
So you're looking probably an hour, hour and a half, and you'll be open header starting an LS3.
Yes. Say 2 hours or so.
Yeah, okay, cool. Awesome.
I gotta get it off the lift, and I've been trying to do as much stuff while it's still on the lift as it possibly can, because with the tires and wheels this thing has, it's kind of difficult to work on.
Right, right.
When it's quite a ways up there, so.
Right, right.
Trying to keep it as low as possible.
The viewers and I are looking forward to this. This will be great.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too.
I'm sure you are. You've been working on it now for what, 3 weeks?
Yeah, probably about that, 3 weeks or so.
Yeah, yeah. Right. Awesome. Looking forward to it, Don.
Well, this is the main power feed for the car.
There we go.
Which normally would go to the starter, but we're moving it to the fuse box. It's only a temporary hookup, just so I can get the starter to run. I have to wire GS3000 gear position indicator inside for a neutral safety switch. So just so I can prime the oil system and do a test fire, I'm bypassing all that.
Okay, so that's the first time that motor's turned over on its own power. Still gonna need to put fuel in it. He's gonna have to run it over a couple more times to get the oil flowing through it and put a pedal on it for the fuel pedal. And it's getting real close. He should be starting it here within the next hour probably.
Probably going to be messy, especially because there's oil everywhere.
Fuel is going in. This motor's getting ready to start.
With just as much of it going on the floor.
Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you. Very happy.
Hey Thomas, last time I was here, you were getting ready to put this tank in, and that was a week ago.
Yeah, it's a little delayed.
Yeah.
But I let my buddy Dominatia over there help me. It kind of takes a little longer than expected.
Right.
We had to modify this tank because this tank is going to gravity feed the stock tank. So here is the fill tube. We added this 3/4 inch nipple for a vent. We added this to feed into the other tank. And then we added this as an air feed to the second tank. So as the second tank fills up, the air in the top of the tank can fill to the top of this and then vent out to the top.
Awesome.
So all this has been added. We also plated off the top. So that is the where the old sending unit would have been, since we're not putting a sending unit in this tank, we're not using that. And then over here, we'll walk all the way around to the fab station. This is one of the mounts I made for the tank. This bolts into a cross member that's under the truck. These weird round holes is where the strap turns and locks in like factory. So we replicated the factory holes in the truck to use the factory straps. So now I'm going back and gusseting this bracket so the weight of the tank does not bend it. So that's what we're doing right here. So hopefully now, and I also had to notch this a little bit for the tube to slide through. So now this will be 100% ready to go. We'll do one final 100% mock-up. Make all the lines, everything's good. We're pulling everything out, painting it, and putting it in for a final time, and then we're gonna fire it.
Awesome.
So we'll have fuel set up, and then we'll be ready to go.
Awesome. Man, it's coming along. You are so close.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We didn't want to rush it. We were gonna fire it, but we're like, we don't need to fire it. It's a crate engine.
Right.
It's gonna start, and then I would have to fill the stock tank with gas, start it, drain the tank, clean it back out to modify it. So it's like, why go that one step backwards?
Do it once and do it right.
Let's just finish the whole fuel system, get it going, final put it in, fill it, and start it.
Awesome.
You know, we call them greenhorn.
This is Steven, the newest employee at Street Metal Concepts. And it looks like they trust him because they're putting knives and whatnot in his hand. Yep. They are a growing shop, so need more employees. All right, I've made it back around to the paint shop underneath the cabana here in Margaritaville, and it looks like Sean is still working on the Camaro hood. You remember last week he had done his measurements over here and kind of evened out the hood. It looks pretty good there, buddy. You happy with it?
As happy as I can be.
Yeah.
Yeah, just finishing it up, moving through the grits.
Right.
Do the body work. Finish the body work in 150. Then we guide coat it, which is this black powder, so you can see where your scratches are. Then you refine it in 180. And you do it again. Now I'm refining it at 320.
Right.
And then I'll seal it. And then we can do any little scratch or pinhole fixes with the fine putty and scuff over it, and then it's ready to paint.
Holy cow, it's always another step before you get to the next one.
And then this is getting striped, so that's going to be multiple steps. It's going to be black, white, and red.
Wow.
So it's going to have to get
matching the red that's in the color of the interior.
Yeah, and just the little bits that are around the car.
Right.
So it's going to get painted black, put together on the car, lay all the white stripes out, take it off, paint the stripes, mask everything, paint the red, clear everything, sand it, clear it again, sand it, polish it, install it.
Wow.
So got another bit of time on this.
Yeah, and I mean, you put a lot of time into it already.
Yeah.
Hey, Casey.
Hey, Alan, how you doing today?
Pretty good. What's happening, man?
Oh, just wrapping up a few things on the old Hot Wheels here, getting into these dress panels.
Right.
So the last time you guys were here, we had a little quick overview. We got these big bulky panels here. We were talking about doing some hardware. So we went and laid out a hardware pattern here. Just some marker going on.
Right.
But what's going to happen is we're going to go and crater maker these and add a little flare to them so they have some design.
Let me show you here what we did behind the panel.
Okay.
We had to create a mounting system for all our panels. So we went through and we framed a nice mounting flange.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
That we could have a nice secure mounting for all these heavy duty metal panels while we're going down the road.
Sure. Oh yeah.
So we got some framing, some panels done. We got our final trim hardware laid out, and I got a little sample over here for you guys to see what we're going to be doing with this hardware.
Okay.
All right, so viewers at home, you might not know what we're talking about when we talk about dimple dies and trader makers, but it's things to help decorate the panels, excuse me. So before on the runners, we did dimple dies, which is this one right here, hollow center. Right here is a preview of what that looks like.
Right.
And then what we're going to be doing on these panels is a crater maker.
Okay.
And what it does is it gives us a nice little round transition here to go ahead and lay a piece of hardware in the middle of that. And it gives it a nice outer circumference to give a nice body line to.
Right.
So we're going to dress these panels up just like so, all the way around, but in this actual size, and that'll be the decoration on all these panels.
That'll give it a cool look.
Oh yeah, it'll definitely make these big flat panels pop.
And will there be anything inside that?
Yes, so this will be where the hardware goes through. It'll have a nice button head. I'm not sure if we're going chrome or if we're gonna go body color, but it'll continue the dome just like it should, and it'll look like a nice oversized rivet at the end of the day.
Right, and so that will be going on these panels around this, correct?
Yes, sir.
Right, okay, cool.
We also got our bumper and tailgate panel that we were working on the last time.
Right.
We got our hardware laid out for that. We're also going to be doing some dimple dies in the middle here, so it gives a little bit more design. We did our tailgate, our box plate inset right here, so we went ahead, framed this out, did our angles, did the welding on it, finished the bumper onto it, so it has a nice transition.
Right.
And we were working on that the last time you guys were here. So now that's finished up. We're gonna be doing the same hardware design on the back to give it that decoration. And we'll be moving it right along around to this side, same thing.
That's awesome, dude. And now you've got the plastic off the front too.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
So that's opened it up. Let's take a look and see what's going on up front here.
So lately we've been doing a little bit of epoxy and getting things ready, you know, rust preventative. And we took our runners off, as you see on the flyby there. So we got those off, they're getting epoxied. The front here, pretty much just getting it some breathing room, a little bit of what we need to get moving on after we finish up the back. A little game plan, that way we don't have much more downtime on it.
Right.
After we're done with the back of these panels, we're probably going to be moving into this firewall. We're going to be taking a big section out, probably there to there, putting in a big 1/2-inch steel plate, I believe 1/2 inch, cutting the whole firewall out all the way across. Be building a whole new firewall to tunnel transition, and then we'll be going into the hood and the front clip mods after that.
This is the 64 Chevy Impala that's been here, and it's kind of been Eric's baby.
Oh, baby.
They tend to give one car to one mechanic and leave that mechanic on that vehicle. So what all you done to this, Eric?
What haven't I done?
What haven't you done?
Gonna ride like a brand used car. Suspension, I got it to sit, lay frame. Dress up panels on the engine bay. All new upper and lower control arms. New shocks, adjustable dampening shocks.
So you pretty much rebuilt underneath this whole vehicle.
Essentially.
Wow.
Everything with the exception of the chassis. Still got the X-frame chassis on it. But all of this is new ride tech, upper and lower control arms. It's custom steering linkage. Reinforced steering arms from the ball joints.
Wow. And the stereo's gonna sound good too, right?
Yeah. Finish the trunk after this gets done.
Ride tech.
New steering box conversion. Drill it out. I had to mod the radiator shroud to fit the steering box.
Wow, that's just so cool, all that. The way they have engineered it to where it just fits perfect in there.
Yeah, the geometry is very, very precise.
Yep.
Smart dealers are just
And I noticed there's no shocks. It's all airbags, right?
No, that's shocks on
Oh,
the
is
back
it?
side.
On the back side?
Back here.
Oh, is there? Oh, okay. All right.
Shock mount. Got the tab for the E-level, for the
All right.
self-leveling kit.
Right.
Welded that on.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's, you can adjust the dampening up here to see how stiff or soft you want the suspension.
Right.
So it's gonna ride very well. Be a comfortable riding car.
Now, is this something that'll be able to move up and down? Does it have the hydraulics on it, where you can get it to bounce and all that other stuff?
It's got air ride.
Yeah.
Not the hydro.
Okay.
Hydraulic uses obviously hydraulic pumps
Right.
going up and down. This just has an air tank which stores the air and a couple of compressors that fill it
Okay.
up.
All right.
It's more for comfort. And then laying frame when you park somewhere,
Right.
or with this setup, I was able to almost lay chassis and still be able to drive it
Wow.
with the wheels tucked in.
Holy cow.
Very, very low.
Wow. That's cool,
It'll
man.
be nice once you get it on the road or get the back.
That's cool. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate your time, buddy.
You're very welcome.
All right, what a day. That was pretty cool. We got an update from Casey. We saw that Sean was still working on the Camaro hood. We saw that Dom started that LS3 motor. We figured out what's still going on with the 1999 Tahoe gas tank. And Eric's still working on the 64 Impala. So things are moving along here at Street Metal Concepts. I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget, down in the corner there is a subscribe button. Please subscribe to the channel, and see you on next week. Bye.